Hey, welcome to this week's episode of Forgiving the Girl Inside. Today we have special guest Gabrielle, and she is going to share her healing journey from overworked to feeling relaxed. She is an incredible woman. She has earned a health information management degree. She's a medical coder. She has dealt with different medical concerns and issues throughout her life, and she has really taken the time to change her lifestyle. So instead of going from all this overwhelmness, feeling this overwork, just feeling like she's going crazy, pulling her hair out, she's actually found a modality and has been on a daily healing journey to be cool, calm, and relaxed. So welcome, Gabrielle. I'm so glad you're here today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so tell us some more about yourself.
Well, I don't know, that's a really good question. Basically, you said, everything. I went from being busy, busy, busy to taking more time out for myself and just enjoying life instead of just needing to achieve things. So,
Hmm. Yeah, tell us more about this feeling of being overworked. What were you doing?
basically, I was associating my worthiness with achievements. So I felt like I wasn't worthy unless I achieved something or unless I was actually working for anything. So if I had some downtime, that felt really bad. So, yeah,
You felt guilty for having time out to yourself, for taking me
I
time.
did.
Why,
Yes.
why did you discover why you felt guilty?
It was just needing to I would say it was just needing to feel worthy. I didn't feel worthy unless I was doing um, something that was good or that was, an achievement. So
Yeah, so
just
is it like
learning to be okay with who I am and learning to be okay with relaxing and putting that as that's not what my worth is.
yeah. So you were almost feeling low self-esteem, would you say?
Yes, it's
Yeah. So
very
low
low self-esteem.
self-esteem. So you would dive into these like projects at work, volunteering,
Mhm.
doing whatever you could to try to help boost your value. What was the point in your time of life that you realized this was not making you feel happy or
I would say it was actually recent. So about a year ago, amidst the pandemic and everything, I lost my job. And not having that big part of me gone really made me take a look at what am I doing with my life, And work isn't everything. So
so you all of a sudden you had all this time on your hands. So
I did.
what did you do with all this time? Like you didn't go out and get another job. The pandemic kind of forced you to do.
Yeah,
And
it's
then you realize, hey, I like not working.
yeah,
Let's
that's
do
about
some more
it.
of it. Our brains are actually wired not to work. Our brains are made for pleasure and fun.
Yeah.
So when we have to tell our brain to work, it's like, what? What are you talking about? Who wants to do that?
Yep. So basically, I found, and it also ties into when I was working, I was also doing a side hustle, and I was also looking at a lot of like self development and stuff, and I was associating self development with there was always something wrong with me.
Hmm.
So last year it really made this huge shift to I don't need to hustle in order to be successful. I don't need to work all the time in order to be successful.
I
And
love that.
actually,
I
yeah,
love that saying. I don't need to hustle to be successful. I'm
yeah.
writing that down.
And it actually took last year, the whole shift with losing my day job and finding a business strategist who had that mentality of you can work an hour a day and still be successful.
Hmm.
So that really made me take a look at what I'm doing.
That's awesome. So, what are some
Yeah.
of your tips for being relaxed, for getting this relaxed
Um,
state of mind?
some of my biggest tips is to have a schedule and, doing things that take care of you. So, like having a good morning routine, making sure you stay within your schedule so then you're doing everything you need to do without being overwhelmed or feeling like you're spending too much time on certain tasks. So, and time blocking, which is,
Mhm.
right in with that.
Yeah. How do you what's your secret for I know a lot of people who want to time block say they're going to time block, but then they don't do it. So what's your tips for the secret to successfully time blocking, I guess is what I want to know.
So successfully time blocking, I think it all starts with your morning routine. So if you start with not, getting on social media right when you get up, not getting on your phone, and you actually sit, like what I do is I get up and I read the Bible and then I work out. So doing those two things really helps set my day up to be focused and having the ability to do everything that I need to do and time blocking without the distractions of oh, I need to check social media and then getting lost into
Hmm.
the rabbit hole of that.
Yeah.
So the biggest thing is, learning to stay off the phone and staying focused on what you need to do.
Yeah, definitely
Um,
it's a huge distraction. And I know this time of year, some people will practice like unplugging from electronics for 40 days just to kind of reset their mind so that they're not all into the technology. But on the other hand, the technology is wonderful because there's so many different connections that you can make, and the different modalities, the different devotions and things that you can do. You can read the Bible online and stuff like that, so that's cool too. So that's
yeah.
awesome. So what is the major thing that really when you made the shift, was it the job loss that made you realize it? Do you think, I mean, was it something good that came out of the pandemic for yourself, or would you have just still been down that same rabbit hole if it wasn't,
It I'd
if it
say
didn't
it
happen?
was gradually happening, gradually heading towards that. Before then, I was really, um, you know, go. So I was starting to make the slide to something needs to change before that. So I'd say probably about a year and a half was when the shift really started to happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did it help you with your different medical conditions that you have? Did it help lessen the symptoms, or did it make a change physically like that at all for you?
Um, can you rephrase that question?
Yeah. So so you had said in your that you'd struggle with asthma and anxiety and things like that, and
Mm-hmm.
you use the Young Living oils to help with that.
Yep.
Just care for yourself, plant-based products to help change, clear, non-toxic free environment. So was that? Did you notice a change as far as your physical, like getting rid of the stress of having to work full time, being, involved in all these different projects and stuff, did you notice a change physically to your health? Did you see
Oh,
improvements?
absolutely. Absolutely. Because I wasn't, I mean, I'm in my 30s, and you can tell that we're starting to feel like these changes, like these aches and pains, but I've always led a fairly active lifestyle. Um, but I would say that working all the time, I was always exhausted.
Yeah.
So, I'm not as exhausted as I used to be.
Well, that's
So,
good.
yeah, it's made, I've been using the lending for about 7 years. So that has made a huge drastic change into, the way I do things in my lifestyle. But it's
Yeah.
also helped keep me going. So it can be a good
Yeah.
thing, bad thing.
Yeah. Well, it's incredible. I mean, I've only been doing it for 2 years, and it's actually, I'm off all my medications because of just the healthier lifestyle, getting rid of the toxins and switching over to the
Mhm.
plant-based. And Um, I mean, I had surgery on January 7th, and I didn't use any, big pharma. I just used my modality and got rid of the refined sugar. And so it's like huge difference in the healing process.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
yeah, it's really
Absolutely.
amazing. Yeah. So
Yeah.
what is it that you do for your, I understand you have a promo you wanna pitch to us. So what would you like to share
I
with the
do.
audience?
So I found that my passion is helping keep people accountable. And it having a good morning routine and everything ties in with that. So I
Mhm.
do have a wait list for my accountability coaching practice that will be coming soon.
Okay, awesome. So you have a wait list because you haven't launched yet? When do you plan on launching?
Within the next month. I don't have a
Awesome.
specific date yet, but
Okay,
yeah.
but it's coming. So if you're interested in having an accountability partner, coach, mentor, definitely need to connect with Gabrielle and get on her waiting list to see what more of this program is like. And I have to tell you, coaches need coaches. If you're going through any kind of struggles in life, whether it be time management, feeling of overwhelm, anxious thoughts, you've lost a job, you're transitioning, and maybe for relationship wise, you're struggling with your kids or what have you, having a coach to walk you through that is just incredibly life changing. I know I was on a weight loss journey, tried to do it on my own, watched all the YouTube channels, got all the freebies, and I could not get down to a healthy weight until I got a coach. So that's the difference, just having that accountability partner, having that person tell you, hey, you didn't do this. What are your goals today? What are you doing? Did you do your meal plan? Did you do your time blocking? Did you do your me time? So yeah, so thank you for following your passion.
Yeah.
And we look forward to seeing your business grow and flourish, and it's just being able to help women. I'm assuming you're going to help women. I shouldn't assume that, but
Yeah.
it's women, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It might be a mix, it could have been a niche like, I don't know, soccer players or something. But
Yeah.
you can find more information in the description box on how to connect with Gabrielle, so be sure to check it there. And if you know somebody who would benefit from this video, please be sure share please be sure to share it with them. And if you enjoyed this week's episode, stay tuned. Every Tuesday, a new one comes out with some women sharing their healing journey. And if you want to be notified, be sure to click on the subscribe button and tap the bell. Have an amazing day.
All right. Thank you.